everybody, welcome back to my channel Learn with Virali. I'm Virali, your guide on this coding adventure. In episode 18 of Introduction to CSS, we'll understand the most important property of CSS called as display, which makes us understand how to display elements in your HTML web page. So let's get started. The display property is the most important CSS property for controlling layout in HTML web page. The display property is used to specify how an element is shown on a web page. So every HTML element has a default display value depending on what type of element it is. The default display value for most of the elements is either block or inline, or in some cases it can be none as well. Let us see a brief difference between what we actually mean when we say display as block and then display as inline. First of all, let us take a look onto certain block level elements. So if you specify the CSS property for any element as display :block, that simply means that it is going to display your element starting on a new line, taking up the whole width. Just as you can see here, an entire rectangle box is shown as a block level element. Whereas if you say display :inline, which simply means that it is going to display your element as an inline element. It can be either span, it can be either a tag, or certain kind of inline elements which have any height and width properties, definitely with no effect. Let us take a practical look onto our VS Code editor, wherein we can see the difference between display as block and display as inline elements. Okay, I have a blueprint of the HTML document ready with the title as display CSS. So first, let us have a basic set of elements ready, as in we'll be creating a list with a UL as an list here, wherein we'll be defining the list items as a set of A tags, which is gonna hold something like HTML. Then we're gonna have the second list element as CSS and the third list element as JavaScript. Now, if I save this and I apply a small style inside our head tag, it is gonna be in respect to the li elements, wherein I'll be saying as display as inline. Now, if I save this and open the browser to see the quick preview, I can see that it simply looks like a line: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, if I just change a small thing here, in place of inline, I just make it as a block. If you can see here, now it takes up the whole width of the screen and it displays every element on the new line. If this video was insightful, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it helps me to create more such insightful videos. Until then, happy coding.